Welcome to RadicalWellnessTV.com. This is Laura Lee, and I am here to show you some tips and ideas and give you some things to do naturally for your health proactively on a daily basis. So there's nature all around us, but one of the things that we need to do is start navigating for ourselves. But how do we do that? So one of the things that there's out there is called Law of the Land Handbook. And I'm going to go ahead and read the Law of the Land Handbook. This is video 4. And I'm talking about the statements of clarification. If you want to catch up, you can go to the other videos. So right now, the statements of clarification for the Law of the Land Handbook, the preamble. God is not a deity to be revered as a supreme being. God is the first source of life essence and is embodied with us. We are the expressions of God, heirs of creation. Natural law is not adherence to rules. Humans whose thoughts, feelings, and behaviors align perfectly automatically embody natural law. Natural law is intrinsic to human nature and requires no proof. Truth is absolute, although dynamic at times. The karma cycle is retired. Humans are eternal by nature. The reincarnation cycle is complete. 8. Earth is complete as we are complete and shares wellness in all co-heirs of her infinite realm. 9. All time streams, timelines are now one. 10. Natural law being what is required to sustain life on Earth and inherent in human nature is absolute and not subject to interpretation or manipulation. 2. Spiritual practice. Number 1, promoting notions of karma and reincarnation undermines forgiveness, and the eternal natural of humanity is therefore inconsistent with natural law. 2, channeling invites deception and influence by embodied entities and violates natural law. Number 3, meditation practices that utilize breathing techniques to manipulate human energy and raise kundalini invite demonic presence and consent for black ops, military covert abduction, and experimentation, and therefore violate natural law. Number 4, divination, augury, sorcery, and fortune-telling, such as omens, tokens, animal signs, astrology, palm reading, crystal gazing, tarot, mind reading, etc., invite demonic influence and violate natural law. Number 5, shamanism and animalistic folk magic invite demonic influence and violate natural law. Number 6, the use of totems, spiritual beings, sacred objects, animal guides, or any form of augury facilitates connection with demonic entities and violates natural law. 7. Deviation of any kind, including but not limited to palm reading, gematria, numerology, and holy book deviation invites demonic presence and violates natural law. 8. Deviation of reading human or universal energies invites demonic deception and violates natural law. Number 9, practicing spiritual energy healing such as ascension exercises, Reiki, chakra, third eye, and DNA manipulation, etc. invite demonic influences and violates natural law. Number 10, casting magic spells conjures demons and violates natural law. Number 11, blessings are words chosen to cast spells, therefore blessing violates natural law. 12, word energy spell casting such as namaste, for example, and mantras may invoke demonic presence and violate natural law. 13, the ritualistic practice of saying amen is meant to evoke Amun-Ra, the archetypal gods or energies of Jupiter, for Romans or Zeus, for Egyptians, and violates natural law. Number 14, extraterrestrial propaganda invites consent for black ops, military covert abduction, and experimentation, and therefore violates natural law. 15. Sun gazing is a form of sun god worship and invites demonic presence and is, therefore, a violation of natural law. 16. Promoting witchcraft or spellcasting apparatuses such as magic wands, crystals, mandalas, incantations, chanting, etc. invites consent for black ops, military covert experimentation, and therefore violates natural law. 17. Interacting with the unembodied entities invites consent for black ops, military covert abduction, and experimentation, and therefore violates natural law. 18. Celebrating holidays provides consent to satanistic ritual human sacrifice days and violates natural law. Number 19. The use of occult symbolism and archetypes to manipulate others violates natural law. 20. Sacred geometry spellcasting violates natural law. 21. Using art, music, and linguistics to covertly alter states of consciousness in others violates natural law. 22. Ancestor veneration, a spiritual practice based on belief that spirits of deceased family members protect and take an interest in the affairs of the world, invites demonic influence and violates natural law. 23. Animal veneration, a spiritual practice based on animal worship rituals, invites demonic presence and violates natural law. 24. Idolatry, worship of an idol or a physical object as a representation of a god, invites demonic influence and violates natural law. 25. Using plants, herbs, alcohol, or other substances, natural or otherwise, to alter states of consciousness, invites demonic deception and implied consent for black ops, military covert, experimentation, and therefore violates natural law. Okay, so the next one is number 3, religious practices. So I'll stop there and continue on. Now this is sort of unnerving for me because there's things in here that I enjoy doing. It's like, well, I'm going to investigate that. I don't want to invite any kind of stuff into my world that's not happy, joyous, and free, so I'm going to investigate. All right, love life and life will love you back is the idea. Like and share, and please comment.